From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LALATE.
And it's Morning's Crypto here on LALATE with your crypto news across the board. What's going on with cryptocurrencies currently this morning? They're trading up, and trading up substantially. Some coins, like Polygon, are up 100% in less than 24 hours. What's going on? But is Ethereum and Bitcoin not rebounded for those two market crashes? What are the best coins to buy in 2021? What are the best cryptocurrencies to invest in 2021? And could there be another market crash this week? When's the best price point, and what's the trading analysis and the chart analysis and the current prices? We'll go over all those details live right on air, starting right now. This is Morning's Crypto on LA. Make sure you subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record in 1 year. Next up, 1 million. Also, like this video and consider becoming a member. In this recording, we're going to go over what's going on right now live in the cryptocurrency markets at this very time, shortly before 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Then we'll recap what happened in the last few days. We're going to go over what I anticipate will happen this week. And also, we'll go over trading analysis, market analysis, price analysis, and understanding price projections. All right, let's go over the details. Mondays are generally up days for cryptocurrency. This is how the last 3 weeks have unfolded for cryptocurrencies. They generally are down on Friday, and then from Friday evening to Saturday at about 11 a.m., they go way high. They usually reach their peak at about 11 a.m. on Saturday morning. Then by noontime on the West Coast, all using West Coast time, they start to come down the mountain. And they reach their lowest level usually on Sunday afternoon. Then by late Sunday, they start to trade up into Monday. They've done that the last 2 weeks. And what did they do last night? The same exact thing. The only thing that was different was that this Saturday, they did not trade up that much because of not one, but two market crashes. Here is what's going on right now. The market is up big time, really strong this morning. But what I want you to know is that there are several still big key indicators that you need to know going into this market. And ultimately, we're going to go over price projection. We're going to go over why last week's news impacts things across the board. Let's jump into some charts right off the bat to get a sense of where this market is right now. When I was last with you on Evening's Crypto last night, we were seeing a Bitcoin all over the place. Bitcoin had dropped as low as 31,000. It then had gone to 37,000 when I was last on air with you at 7 o'clock last night. Remember, there's two shows, mornings right now live and taped shows in the evening at 7 o'clock, and then our overnight show. Bitcoin on Sunday had dropped to 31,000, and then it was about 37 when I was last on air with you. Ethereum on Sunday had dropped as low as, I think it was 1,900. And then came up to about 2,200 when I was last on air. So let's look and see where the coins are generally, just to start. And we're going to look at the one-day chart, which I'm going to show to you in a second is a confusing factor. So here's Bitcoin right now. So yeah, straight up chart on Monday. There is no down ticking on there. And there is Ethereum, straight up chart. This is the first day that Ethereum has been up in many, many weeks. Before the market crash, Ethereum was down 3% every single day. Continued to erode day after day before the two market crashes. So this is a rarity for Ethereum to be up, but it is not a good price point. It's still 2,400. And there's Doge. It is up, not as straight up, but it is an up chart. And there is Polygon, which, boy, is up over 100% today. Just incredible. Of course, that's one of the coins I recommend on this channel. There's Synthetic, another coin that I recommend, up substantially. It took a big pop in the middle. But let's understand how we got here. I want to pull up Bitcoin's chart right now, and I want you to understand how we got here and how you want to know that in looking at today's coins, I always told you that as soon as you come out of a correction or a market crash, in this case, two market crashes, you don't want to look at a one-day chart. Here's if you're looking at a one-day chart. You may be doing a victory dance in the corner, but don't do it because then you got to look out at the 3-day chart or the 7-day chart. Here's the 7-day chart. Let's look with our mouse where we are right now. We're right here, right now, at the end of the chart. This was crash number 2. And this was crash number 1. And this was the corrections happening on Sunday, because Sunday, if you were with me yesterday, you saw that many coins drifted below the first and two market crashes. So how good is Bitcoin doing right now? It's just a little bit above the two crashes. It's really, because this is how the second crash started, this is how the first crash started, so it's just right above it. Nothing to celebrate about. Now let's go out to a wider chart. Yeah, so it's down when you go out to a wider chart. And if you've been watching broadcast news, they've certainly been reporting the story I would told you they would report, which is that Bitcoin is now down for the year. So if you bought Bitcoin in January, you're basically losing money. That is how they're going to run the story. Let's look at Ethereum, which Ethereum is a worse scenario because Ethereum was eroding day after day coming into the two market crashes. Here's Ethereum. And let's look at Ethereum's chart right here. So if you look at the 1 day on Ethereum, you may be celebrating. Oh, Ethereum's up. Wow, let's celebrate. No, let's look at Ethereum compared to those two market crashes. It's actually now at the level of the two market crashes. Why? Because if you're with me over the weekend, you saw there was one crash last week, then a second crash last week, and then Sunday got really bad. Sunday was a bloodbath. And Ethereum is just at its levels of the second crash. So Ethereum fell below crash 1 and crash 2 levels. Ethereum fell below the two crash levels. So while Sunday was not a crash, it was actually a downdrift. It continued to slide further. Remember, this whole thing here, folks, is not a dip. This is not a dip. This is a slide. This is a slide that continues to get worse and worse and worse. Finally, some resistance held up here, and it started to uptick. So it's coming out of the slide here. But if you bought, for example, here, you're not buying on a dip. You're buying on a slide. And yeah, it got worse. So we all had talked about over the weekend long-term holds versus short-term holds. Most people believe, and I believe as well. If you buy Ethereum at 1,700 or 1,900 or 1,700 or 1,500 and put it away for 5 years, you'll have 10,000 in Ethereum. It'll go to 10,000 5-6 years. But the question is how bad it would get. And Ethereum has not had an update in many, many weeks. And finally, it's breaking that trend right now. So let's go now to the coins that I had recommended going into this market crash, the two market crashes. I had recommended Polygon, Cardano, KUSAMA, and Aave. I also recommended Solana and Synthetic. And we'll be looking at those coins right now. But let's jump into the split screen to understand what's going on with this market starting right now. And how are you? On the split screen is coinmarketcap.com. It's on the right. What's important with coinmarketcap.com is that, as I warned, coming out of a market correction, and in this case, two, but really two and a third one last night, you need to be out on the charts. You cannot be in on the 1 day. Because if you look at 1 day, you may be getting those text messages from your friends. Oh my God, I'm up 17% today. Yeah, but you're down 50%, dude, in the 7 days. Yeah, but there's a major pump. I'm excited. Well, yeah, you're excited if you're holding it because maybe you're going to get your money back. But let's go over where the coins are right now. So Bitcoin is up. Let's first look at the total market. The total market is up 28%. I don't think I've had a day where I've reported to you that the market is up 28% in a while. Now, here is a gauge of how crazy this market is acting. You're going to see in a second Polygon that was down the last few days. Today it's up 100%. So this is very, very, very volatile. I cannot express how volatile it is. But here's Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is up 15% at 37,000. Not a lot. Ethereum is up 33% at 2,400. Now, the 33% number is deceptive because Ethereum really got trashed last night. It got into the 1,700 range, which is almost like a long-time hold that you just come in and just buy it and just put it away and not look at it. So Ethereum is up 33%, but I don't want you to look at that number because it's a bad number. Ethereum was $4,000 just a few days ago. So remember, what was my advice after market crash number 1? It's still the same. If either of your two coins, if either of these two coins, Ethereum or Bitcoin, are under my threshold levels, I would be worried that there could still be more market corrections. And what are those two thresholds? Ethereum 2,500 and Bitcoin 35,000. So currently Ethereum is under that threshold. It's barely at the threshold. So let's say Ethereum, it's at 2468 right now. So let's say Ethereum goes to 2500 after this show is finished, after this live show broadcast, and it stays at 2500 for a few hours. Then I would start to feel a little bit more comfortable in this market. But if Ethereum, is at 2400 right now and then goes back to 2100 this afternoon, I'm not happy. I'm still jitterish. Now, different people have different risk averse. Some people want to jump in and hope they are buying it cheap. And some people did on Sunday. But there could still be another market correction. Cardano is an example of a coin. So Cardano is up right now. It's one of the coins I recommended. It's at 148, is up 30% today, but is down 27% for the week. If you look at Cardano, how is Cardano performing? It is really, really down for the 7 days. It is just above the level of crash number 2. If you're looking at the 1 month, Cardano has basically not made profits for you in the 1 month. If you're looking at the 3 month, Cardano is at its levels of April 26. So here's what you need to know is that, yeah, you could buy Cardano now, but understand Cardano, if it downdrafted, could go down to its April 20th levels, which is 111, which is actually what it did a few days ago. Dogecoin is up 17% right now at 32%. It was down to 20-something percent, 20 cents something over the weekend. Dogecoin is still down 31%. Let's pull out to some coins making big moves this morning. Polkadot up 41%. And then comes Uniswap up 51%. But then finally at market capitalization number 14 is Polygon. Polygon is up 110%. It is one of the coins I recommend. So let's go over a reference point of where Polygon was when I recommended it. Here's Polygon before the crash. Okay, Polygon before the crash, the week before the crash, I recommended it at $1.12. Then it went to 170. Then it went to 171 before the market crash. Where is it right now? It's at 166. So it's still up from where I recommended to viewers, which is absolutely incredible. I mean, it's up 30% from where I really originally recommended it. How low did Polygon get yesterday? It got insanely low. How Polygon literally got trashed Sunday. Even though the rest of the coins were not getting hit as badly. It was not very clear why Polygon took such a bad hit yesterday. But how low did Polygon go yesterday? Polygon went all the way down to 81 cents yesterday. And right now it is $1.64. You have doubled your money if you bought it last night. Now, ultimately, you have to be careful on where to buy things, and you have to be careful with your money. Some people rather be a little bit more aggressive on their purchases. I rather have you not. There's Bitcoin. I think this one is Polygon. Nope, that's Doge. There we go. So there's Polygon. This is the 24-hour chart on Polygon. Look at that, straight up. So had you bought Polygon last night at 86 cents, you would have doubled your money right now. I have a lot of viewers who bought it right before the crash. So they are in a good position right now. So Polygon, why is Polygon up so high compared to other coins? The market is up 20%. Most coins are up 15%. Why is Polygon up 100%? Because it's a great coin. It's one of the coins I've been recommending on this channel, and it is doing well like the other 6 that I recommended before the crash. And they still remain my coins of recommendation. They are Polygon, Cardano, KUSAMA, Aave, Solana, and Synthetic. All right, let's go over and look at what comes up next. And there is Solana. Solana is up 36% right now to 29.29. If we pull out further on market capitalization, then comes in Aave. Now, Aave was one of those coins which really took a bad pummeling. It really was getting really hurt. Here's Aave before the market crash. It had gone up almost 30% in just a few days. It was 575. Where's Aave right now? Is up 53% today. Wow. But it's at 362. So you see how badly the two crashes hurt Aave. So Aave is still down from those two market crashes. It is down, over $150. And then we come to Shiba, which is up 31%. Now, here's what you need to know about Shiba is I analyzed Shiba with you over the weekend. Shiba got so low on Sunday that ultimately one more drop on Shiba, it would bring it to almost valueless. It would bring it to valueless. How do we do market analysis on this chart? We do it this following way. Coins go up a mountain, go down a mountain. So coins started a run up a mountain, depending on which coin it was. Some coins started the run in January, some started in February, some April, and in case of Shiba, it was May, that Elon Musk appearance, the Saturday Night Live. That Friday was when Shiba, it started its run. It goes up to the top of the mountain. A lot of the coins reached their peak about a week or two ago. Some reached it right before the crash. And then they came down the mountain. As they were coming down the mountain, we were trying to gauge how low down the mountain they could come. Very easy. You look over to here and you see when was the last time they tested that low going up the mountain. They can go down the mountain on the other side as fast as they go up the mountain. So what's important to understand is that Shiba went down the mountain so far on the other side that one more stop down, it would bring it to the bottom of the mountain, how it started when it going up. But Shiba's having a nice day. So good there for Shiba, up 24%. Then we go out further on coins. Which other coins making interesting moves? Well, there's Cosmos up 47%. PancakeSwap up 63%. Anything unusual? No. There are some coins still down actually today. Hedera up 20%. People always ask me about Hedera. And there is Finance up 71%. So really interesting across the board. So here is what you need to know going into noontime here on LALATE. When considering coins, I always have you defer to cautious. There, you can be aggressive or you can be cautious. Now, here's what you need to know, is that one of the things that makes this market so uncertain is a factor neither you nor I can gauge the risk about. And the factor is a one word, is a single word, China. We don't know. In a week that we came off of where we had two new statements from China, one on one day that caused one market crash, and one on another day that caused another market crash, if we're going to get another statement from China. But here's what I got to tell you, is that the second statement from China last week signals that there are going to be other statements. They said they're going to do other things to protect their citizens. That was sentence number 2. And the first sentence of the second press release last week said they're banning Bitcoin mining. Well, could they ban some other mining in their territory? If they want cryptocurrency gone altogether, which it signals they do, what else could they do? There's a lot of mining in China, and a massive banishment of all cryptocurrency mining in China could really be a much bigger market crash. Moreover, broadcast news. You turn on broadcast news this morning. What did they run? They ran exactly what I told you they would run. 2 market crashes, so volatile. And if you blinked, you may have missed it. And then one reporter said, I was out in the yard and doing gardening, and I came back in and it was down, 100% from when I went out to the yard. What happened? What happened in just a few hours? Referring to Sunday, of course. So what's important to understand is, yeah, there is support in this. There is support right now. It is trending up. Some people are buyers right now, but understand there could be another downdraft. Could we see lower? Have we reached the bottom, or have we not reached the bottom? Ethereum has not had more than one update in several weeks. So the fact that Ethereum is up for a few hours this morning is great news. But let's see if we have 2 updates on Ethereum. And understand that's item number 1. Let's see if we have 2 updates on Ethereum. Second, Ethereum and Bitcoin are not both over my thresholds of concern, which is Ethereum of 2,500 and Bitcoin 35,000. Now, Ethereum may reach 2,500, may reach it even during the time I'm split screen. I may look over, it's but I wanted to stay over there for a couple hours, at least a day. And if it does, then that might signal that we may have reached the bottom during this during these two market crashes. Number three, I always tell you, you don't have to buy at the market bottom. You rather not buy at the market bottom, because if you're guessing what the bottom is, you could be guessing wrong and be brought down even lower. You don't want to do that. And then finally, is Mondays are up days. Mondays are just up days, like Saturdays are up days. So you're expecting Monday to do well. Well, there's a full day still ahead of us. Could it go down in the afternoon? And we have certainly Tuesdays. Remember when the market crashed last week? It crashed in the middle of the week on two separate days. I think it was Tuesday and Thursday. So I want you to watch that. I also want you to watch, I know you're not awake maybe, but I want you to watch that 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. window, Tuesday and Thursday this week, Pacific Standard Time, because that's when those releases came out of China. Imagine that we're so dependent on that type of information. It's that type of universe that we're currently in. So to recap, which coins do I recommend? They're still the same. KUSAMA, Aave, Solana, Polygon, and Cardano. Let me pull up that graphic for you. Which coins do I recommend? These. Polygon, Cardano, KUSAMA, Aave, Solana, and Synthetic. Next, understand that this is a slide. You're not buying on a slide, you're buying on a, you're not buying on a dip, you're buying on a slide. This is a dip. Understand trading resistance levels. Don't buy a coin that's trading in a resistance level. Finally, when looking at a coin coming out of a crash, do not look at a coin in just a one-day window. Because if you look at a one-day window, it may give you false hope like this. Oh, wonderful, that's great news. But when you go out to a farther window, you realize you're below the two crash levels. You go out to a further level, you may realize you're actually losing money over several months. And if you go out further, you may realize you're not even breaking even for the year. Don't look at only one chart when considering your coin. Always look at all the charts. Finally, look at where your coin is testing lows now or testing highs now. If you pull your mouse over to the other side of the mountain and see when was the last time it was at that price point. Finally, it's important to understand that in the case of cryptocurrency, there's volatility. There's also profits. And ultimately, there is a certain type of mindset. We don't do a certain type of mindset on this channel, if you've noticed. I'm not here to be a fan of a coin. Some people say, you don't have faith in that coin. What do you mean faith in the coin? I don't particularly know what that means. Do I have hope that the price will go up? Yeah. Do I have faith in the coin? I don't know anything about the coin. I don't have corporate earnings reports. I don't have same-store sales. I don't have price earnings ratio. I don't have anything. I have the chart. And the coin is down 7 consecutive days. If the coin is down 14 consecutive days. If the coin is down for the year to date, am I a fan of the coin? Hell no. You're a losing coin. You're a coin that's losing money. People are buying you on a Monday, and by Friday they have less money. They spend $1 on you on Monday, and by Friday they have 80 cents. Am I a fan of the coin? Well, maybe I have a stuffed pillow of a coin. But am I a fan of the coin? No, I'm not. It's a coin that loses money. And some people want people to just be fans of the coins. We're not fans of the coins here. We're fans of making money. We're fans of making money. We want to take our money and make money. Remember, the attractiveness of cryptocurrency is higher rates of return. But in the case of cryptocurrency, when we're looking at Bitcoin, the largest coin currently, it's down for the day, for the year. That message is going to be repeated all day long until Bitcoin goes higher. And Ethereum continues to get pummeled and is still below, is nearly at the level of where it was from crash 1 and crash 2. They're going to run that message. They're going to run the wild runs that aren't particularly justified, or they're going to justify them by 2 press conferences, 2 press releases from China. Here's what you need to know. Focus on your coins that you want to buy at. Ultimately, the ones I recommend are Polygon, Cardano, Aave, KUSAMA, Synthetic, and Solana. Understand where that coin was last at this price going up the mountain. And if you have not bought back into the coin, you may want to buy back in the coin. I'm recommending you to be very cautious at this point because we have not triggered thresholds that I will like. Ethereum over 2,500 and Bitcoin over 35,000 for at least a day. I don't mean for a few hours. And next, I really want to see what this market does on Tuesday. I would like to see Tuesday and Wednesday up. If Tuesday and Wednesday are up markets, that would be very positive, even if it's just 3%, even if it's 5%, even if it's a split market, some coins up and some coins flat. I would like to see a pleasant moving up market Tuesday and Wednesday. Because at that point, with taking the China equation out of the market, I can see that the market is trying to get its feet back to normal, and that we are getting back to normal. I don't want to see another wild ride down and another wild ride up, because that does a signal that the market has support. Remember, you crash, you go up, you crash, you go up, you crash, you go up. That is not showing support. That's showing that's showing a trading range. You want to see straight up. It can be very mildly up, it can be flat, but it can be continually up. And what we saw before the market crash in Polygon and Synthetic and Solana and Cardano were coins that basically were very calm. They didn't have a lot of volatility. They were either up or flat every day after day. That's what I like in a coin. That's why perhaps Polygon is doing so well. Because people may be looking at the chart now from before the crash, maybe looking at the videos of this channel before the crash and saying, that Polygon was doing really well before the crash. And it was. Ethereum was downdrafting day after day before the crash while Polygon was going up. As we come out of this market crash, some coins may rebound well, some may have a lot more to do. In the case of Aave, it has not rebounded. It has not regained its price point from before the two market crashes. In the case of Polygon, it has. In the case of Polygon, it had not last night, and now this morning, it is actually above the level at which I recommended to viewers before the two market crashes. That shows the differences of choosing a coin. It shows the differences of the recoveries of coins. Remember, an expensive coin does not require an expensive investment. So Aave could be, let's choose a $500 coin. You don't have to pay $500 for the coin. You can buy a particular investment in the coin. Finally, people have been asking me very simple questions. Where can you buy coins? Coinbase and Gemini are two very good platforms. This morning, Gemini, which is one of the platforms I particularly like, was talked about on broadcast news because of its ability to provide you 5% return on your investment. Meaning, if you're going to buy Ethereum on a dip at 1,500 and put it away, and let's say you're buying a big amount of Ethereum and putting it away, you'll get 5% return your money. And there's very few places right now that provide you 5% return your money. Ultimately, if your coin loses money and you're getting 5%, it's a different situation. But 5% return your money is wonderful. And that's why some people like a Gemini. There are other platforms that provide return your money as well. That is not the only one. And with that, let me jump into the live chat and see if there's any questions that people may have right now in the live chat across the board. And I see, wow, it's a full room. I see Ann and I see Gail, and there is Shirley as well. ADA. Eddie likes ADA. There you go. I agree, ADA. Shannon says, Shiba's not even close to SafeMoon as fan as utilities. SafeMoon wallet exchange and debit card, more like a company, not just a coin. Thank you, Shannon, for the super chat and the great comment. I love viewers that have that have insight, have opinions, and have a lot of expression. Ultimately, the way we do on this channel is we're very supportive of one another. So we always like different opinions, and we may not agree on the same coin, but we all have great opinions. There is Marcin, who likes Gigabyte. a lot of messages. Let me go up on the chat. Let's see. Someone's talking about the House of Representatives. I wonder if the House of Senate is buying Doge. There is Charles, and there's Gail, and there's Ann. So let me ask the live chat then, since I see we have a pretty active room. Live chat right now. Which coin would you buy if you're going to buy a coin right now? If you're in the live chat, drop in the comments. Which coin would you buy if you're going to buy a coin right now? Let's see what the chat room would say. You've seen some of the charts today. Let me show you some more of the charts. If you're watching live, if you're watching taped later in the day, also drop in the comments. Let me show you some coins. Which coin would you buy if you could buy any coin right now? Here's synthetic. Here is Doge. Here's Polygon. Here is Ethereum. These are live charts, of course. Here's Bitcoin. Which coin would you buy if you could buy any coin right now? Gail says, not Shiba. Yeah, I'm live on air. This is not recorded. Which coin would you buy if you could buy any coin right now? You know, the market at the moment is just really surprising. And let's jump back into the market for one final recap before we end this broadcast. So we started this broadcast with, I think I told you the market was up 20-something%. So now it's up 16%. Yes. So you see how the market has given up almost about 5 to 10% since this broadcast started, since this live feed started. Bitcoin is still 37. Ethereum is still the same number. But some of the other coins have lost their speed. Polygon is now 94% up, so not 100% up. A Solana has lost about 1%. So some of the altcoins are down about 2% from where this show started. And which coins would you choose if you could buy any coin right now? Let me see what people are saying in the live chat. Not sure, said someone. That's fine, Gabe. That's fine, Joe. Is Rune good? Don't really follow that one. So there you go. Well, I'll be back with you this afternoon on our evening's broadcast. Here's what you need to know going into this noon. Is that the market is showing great support at the moment, but let's see if this market continues. We need a full day, and I want actually 2 days. I want Ethereum above 2,500, which it's not, and I want Bitcoin to stay over 35,000, which it has so far for this day. And let's see if that resistance holds up. And if it does, then, and it holds up for a day or so, then we can feel a little bit more confident about this market. If you are one of the people who did not follow my advice and bought Polygon last night at dirt levels of 80 cents, then today you've doubled your money. But ultimately, I want people to be conservative, and you can be a little bit more risk aggressive than I recommend on this channel. And with that, thank you for joining me on Morning's Crypto. I'm next with you on Noontime LALATE. Make sure you subscribe. 400,000 subscribers. Next step, 1 million. Fastest growing crypto channel there is. Also like this video. Consider becoming a member.